everybody, it's Duhad here. We're back with Mass Effect, the first game in the Mass Effect trilogy by BioWare. Joining me today, and for every part of this Let's Play, Mass Effect expert, Tenmaranger.
Hi!
And Mass Effect player, Colonel DeFraug.
Hello, folks.
I'd like to apologize,
let's do this.
first of all, for the people who had been following our KOTOR Let's Play. Frog and I kind of forgot how taxing that game can be, and I am currently going through a lot of very horrible personal stuff. Mainly that with my job, and it wasn't fun to add that on top of my 40-plus hour work weeks at a restaurant.
Yeah, KOTOR might be a classic, but it didn't hold up so well.
But we are planning to...
Whereas Mass Effect... I mean, it's not like we've complained for more than 100 hours about this, series, but...
or mainly Mass Effect 3.
We complain because we love.
It's Mass Effect 3 and Aria. Those are kind of our main complaint staples.
But anyway, we should probably get right into this, so we don't just show people over and over and over the opening screen. So let's start a new career.
Yeah, with Garrus there. Everyone's space Usbando.
Well, this is actually one of my favorite little bits. I love the opening that they have for this. The idea that, you're reconstructing Shepard's file.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are actually
that
going
was
to
such a really clever bit.
Yeah.
We've actually decided on Mail Shep.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone seems to hate Mel Shepard and love, Fem Shep in terms of voice, but I've always preferred Mark Mears' delivery over Jennifer Hale's.
That's kind of our opinion, too.
Yeah, let us be very clear here. We don't hate Jennifer Hale as Fem Shep. And also, Jennifer Hale, she's one of the most famous voice actors around, and for good reason. She's really good.
She voices every female ever. She is voicing me currently right now. that is how prolific she is.
But we are doing a Mark Meer Shepard, so Meer Shepard. And our reason is that, frankly, Jennifer Hale is like Sean Connery.
She's too recognizable. It's like, Tommy Lee Jones and stuff. It's like they're playing... You hear that voice and you're like, it's Jennifer Hale. Whereas because Mark Meer is such an unknown, he doesn't do a lot of lead stuff, you just kind of go, oh, it's the voice of Commander Shepard.
Please reconstruct profile.
Now, we've got a face that we're putting in, and we're going to try and get this as close to Mark Meer as possible. We previously did this, but... one of the things that you do when you create your own Shepard is you choose a little bit of history with them. And there's Spacer, Colonist, and Earthborn. So, military brat, slaver raid,
you lost all your family.
Yeah, you lost all your family in a slaver raid, or gang kid.
Where you didn't even know your family. So basically, one of them
Which generic background do you want?
Exactly.
Considering what Shepard is, I like to go Spacer. I like a military brat for this one.
We both actually started with Spacer Sheps. Because I actually come from a military family.
I prefer Earthborn because it's the most generic. It's like the most typically 80s generic. Like, you're a street kid, but you have so much more potential than that.
Considering the way that Anderson is with you, that's not bad, but, I'm sorry, dude, I'm playing, so Spacer it is.
Okay, Soul Survivor, which is everyone dies. This is actually a trope BioWare loves throughout this game. We actually did a count.
Oh, just the whole series in general.
Just the whole series. We did a count of how many people are actually Soul Survivors, or last of a few people that lived through a mission.
We don't think we quite got up to 10, but it got close.
It got close.
And this is just squad mates, mind you.
This is the one that actually has a background tying to Cerberus.
Yeah.
Which in the beginning of the game is kind of like, it was this random squad of things, and it became a plot tumor.
Believe it or not, this was actually my first Shepard background, but as I went on, I don't like it. Yes, you survived this horribly traumatizing thing, and it does have the Cerberus connection, but it really doesn't stand out for Shepard. You survived something where no one else did, but that could have easily just been luck. Now, the next one is my favorite, War Hero.
It's basically, you basically were just on leave on Elysium, and oh my god, Batarians attacked! It was the beginning of the Blitz, so...
And you made yourself a hero there.
You were basically like, well, I don't care if I'm off duty on leave, I'm gonna go kick some ass.
And then the final one is Ruthless, which kind of ties into War Hero.
Here's how I describe Ruthless. I sent wave after wave of my own men.
Until the Batarians hit their preset kill limit.
You are the
See, the way I always like to,
butcher of Torfin.
And with Ruthless, you were in charge of a unit during the punitive raid for what happened in War Hero, and you essentially threw the bodies of your men at the enemy's guns to clog them.
That's what.
Once again, I like to connect each one of these in the most cliche-ly 80s way possible. So it's always Earther goes on to be War Hero because he's the ragtag kid who proves himself. Colonist is also the sole survivor because shit always rolls downhill on this poor bastard. And Spacer becomes Ruthless because it's the evil military guy who always just
what's funny,
doesn't care about anyone.
Believe it or not,
Spacer Ruthless was my first shepherd because I was like, we were when we first started playing it, Frog was like, yeah, you should just kind of base your shepherd off yourself. A lot of people do it. So I did, and I'm like, you know what? I'm incompetent as fuck. I would be Ruthless.
Now, amusingly enough, Duhad, the actual bonuses from these, because there is a small little bonus to your reputation.
Let's just hit one already.
Is such that you flip around the Renegade and Paragon. Now, I'm going to go with War Hero because once again, it makes sense to me. The Ruthless one also does, but it feels more like incompetence.
Colonist Soul Survivor also works in the fact that the Batarians killed everyone. So now I will kill the Batarians.
Now, the next thing that we want to look at is what is Shepherd. We can have combat, combat, combat. We can have tech, tech, tech.
One of my personal favorites.
We can have space magic, space magic, space magic, or biotics, 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 as they like to call it. We can have combat tech,
which is Kid's favorite, or your favorite.
Wait, the sniper rifle.
DeFraug's favorite. Yes, that sniper rifle is the bread and butter of this class. It's one of the. A lot of people like to play Infiltrator. Sentinel is a combat tech hybrid and is squishy as hell in the early game.
Which is my absolute favorite class, actually.
And then there's Vanguard, which is biotic and combat together. People like to call this the Jedi.
The point about the Sentinel is the fact that the Sentinel also is like the only class that just starts with no weapons training at all. Like he is basically as magey as you can get.
No, he doesn't actually have the training in pistol.
Oh,
you get to use the pistol, but you aren't pistol trained.
No,
it's actually in the Sentinel.
You get Marksman. Line. That's right. You get Marksman. I've played so many Sentinels.
Yeah.
And then the second game, you become the tank.
In a lot of ways, the choice of what you play matters a lot more in the ones to go up to here. When it comes right down to it, the reason I like Infiltrator is that sniper rifle. There's a lot of really wide open spaces in this game, and it becomes necessary. So we're going to be doing this because, it just works. So
I hope you guys like watching the barrel of the scope of a sniper rifle.
It's not going to be the only thing I use. Amusingly enough, in this game, the most powerful weapon DPS-wise is actually the pistol.
Yep.
Which I also had.
Okay, change appearance.
Here we go.
Do you want me to do this?
Yeah, do the quick one here.
Okay, let's see if I can do this real quickly.
This is the pre that we had going on.
Okay, I think we do.
Yeah, continue. I'll be back in just a moment.
I almost want to stop recording and be like, hey, look, magic! Let's see, facial structure.
2.
Let's see, 2, skin tone.
Sorry about it.
I think it's that one.
No, it's for the boy.
No,
that's he always made, I made my primary shepherd Alan Shepard, because, space astronauts.
Well, you see, what I did was Adrian Shepard, because, Half-Life.
Fair enough.
My shepherd was named after me, and then my favorite shepherd actually ends up being a Russian. he is ULV.
A Russian with a very, very Canadian accent.
Yes.
God damn it! Just coughed all over myself. Wow, I am covered in beer right now.
Oh, we're getting drunk, aren't we?
Well, I took a sip and then actually, just choked. Anyway, I was going to say that I always...
I've heard of people with drinking problems, but it's been a while since I actually saw the airplane style of drinking problem happen. I really wish I could actually see this.
Oh my god, that was really bad. I'm going to smell horrendous in a minute. Jeez. Anyway, what I was just going to say was, I always made my shepherd look like a giant potato head.
Giant potato head.
Yeah, just like bald, lumpy forehead, big nose.
Yeah, it was number 2.
I don't know. For some reason, I just love the idea of like the heroic space badass who like saves the galaxy being this incredibly unattractive looking, like traditionally unattractive looking guy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Width was already pretty good. Depth about the same.
Meaning, no offense to people whose heads resemble potatoes in real life, but
And then you romance everybody. Then one of my other favorites was Skylar. Oh, douchebag Shep.
To be fair, folks, this one looked like Guy Fieri.
Yeah, he accidentally ended up looking like... I was like, who would look like a douchebag? And then he ended up looking like Guy Fieri.
sorry, guy.
Meaning no offense to Guy Fieri, but,
Who is totally watching this right now.
Yeah, but, well, at least you didn't make him look like Corey Haim.
Oof.
Oh, jeez. All right, yeah, just Mass Effect.
Mass
the
Effect.
Game of space customization.
This is a lot more customization than in, let's see.
KOTOR.
KOTOR, oh my god. I'm trying to remember what lip. I think it was the pout one.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, I love how I'm like, kid, help me out here. Oh my god.
Oh, a wide selection of lips. Like, admittedly, this is part of the reason why I don't do a Let's Play of Saints Row the Third, because I just spend hours.
I know.
That would be like, what, 3 episodes worth of just monkeying around in the character editor?
Oh my god, that was...
Yeah, kind of.
I'll be perfectly honest, if we ever did want to do a Saints Row the Third Let's Play, we'd probably have to do the cut, and
yeah,
here's one I prepared earlier.
Yeah, probably. That, or like, just cut the feed and then be like, okay, hold on. We're back. It's been about an hour. We're back, though.
Okay, I'm trying to remember all those, because it's like dials and shit, and I had to translate it on paper. Out of no shape, I remember this being a bitch.
Oh, you better hope that there's nothing wrong with the recording and we, like, lose this, because this would be...
I will cry if there's something wrong with the record. I'll be like, I hate you. You hate me, don't you?
Honestly, I'd probably just, like, delete all the sound and then just have us re-record over it. It's like, yeah, it might be a little bit out of sync, but having to redo this would be a nightmare.
Oh my god. Or just, like, basically be like, hey, we're gonna cut out of this. So you guys can talk about anything you want.
Anything that we want, huh?
Yeah, like Pacific Rim.
Yes, Pacific Rim. Everyone should see it.
There you go. I actually just got back from watching it again.
Really? Yeah, we're kind of planning on heading back on it. I think the best way to describe Pacific Rim that I've come up with is it is the most clever, dumb movie you've seen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yay!
By the way, no spoilers, but did you sit through the end credits?
Yes, we did.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yay! That was pretty flash in the pan. Next game will actually have more to deal with, and then it's even more fun because they didn't have the
Yeah, it didn't port over.
So you had to reconstruct the face all over again.
And here's one we prepared earlier.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I actually, I actually watched it with a friend of mine who's hypercritical about like films, like super like nitty gritty on realism, but like he probably gave the greatest praise you could possibly give to a movie like that, which was this movie like his exact words were, this movie made me go, wait, what? No, that's stupid. That couldn't happen in real life. Less than most of the other action films I've seen this year.
That's actually really fair praise. But anyway, we should get into Mass Effect.
Yeah, please hit finish. Yeah.
So here we go. Mira Shepard, a spacer war hero infiltrator.
We're gonna play Paragon.
No, we aren't.
Identification confirmed.
Let's go on casual.
Now, we're just getting you through this, so we're going to put this on casual, and...
I play XCOM on casual, on, normal at least. And it's not led to any problems at all.
So how many squad members have you lost?
Basically one per mission for the first, dozen missions.
What about Shepard?
Alright.
Spacer, lived aboard Starship.
Then 3 in a mission, and then I actually managed to
everyone's
level
favorite
out.
character, Udina.
Yes, folks, that is one of the men who was in the longest-running fist fight on film.
Right,
And there's a goddamn robot.
there's, the goddamn robot, guy from the Thing, and Udina.
Yes.
Yep.
This is our top brass in the Alliance here.
Yeah.
To be fair, if I was going to battle against unknown alien forces, I'd want Keith goddamn David on my,
Yes.
intercom.
And you're gonna get it in Saints Row 4.
Yes, you're right.
I am looking forward to that, I gotta say.
That's gonna be pretty good.
Yes, the more.
Keith
he's
David
gonna want
as
dramatic
Keith
to do that.
David.
Yeah, Keith David as.
So yeah, by the way, blah 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 history, blah 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 blah.
Blah,
The civilization,
Mass
the guess he
Effect.
called it.
Mass
Mass
Effect.
Do 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 do.
Hey, the Great Red Spot.
Yeah, there we go.
Now,
Lens
this
flares.
really gets me in the first game. No matter what you're actually trained on, you carry all the
Your
weapons.
Yeah. I
Also,
actually do
yes,
sort of-
gun folks out there, cut them some slack. We know those things actually are all folded up, and that wouldn't be good for this kind of stuff.
Well, go on, Duhad, what you're about to say.
I was just gonna say, I kind of actually like the idea of like the military not just going like, oh, well, yeah, well, of course you're trained in shotgun specialization. Yeah, sure, go ahead, just carry that shotgun with you.
Just carry just a shotgun.
It just seems, I mean, like it might not make as much sense just in general, but like I do, and it's almost certainly just there for the sake of making cutscenes a bit easier.
Yeah.
But I do sort of appreciate like the idea that like the military didn't just go like, hey, whatever. You're only trained in how to use a pistol, so we're just giving you a pistol. No more guns. You're good. You're fine.
And they're Marines, and every Marine is a rifleman.
Yeah, so all Marines should carry the assault rifle. I'm on board with that. But why give everyone a sniper rifle? That's kind of
To be
specialized
fair,
equipment.
that is silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the same thing goes with the shotgun. If you're a close combat specialist, yeah, sure. But everyone? And I mean,
okay,
the
that
assault
is-
rifle and the pistol I'm on board with. It's the other stuff.
Hey, it's Nihilus.
I hate that guy.
And yes, that is in fact Seth Green voicing.
That is Seth Green, and
And that's Karth.
and again returning Raphael Savage, playing yet another Bioware love interest. This one was slightly more stomachable until the third game.
Caden
In my
is...
opinion.
Caden is a bit of a question in a lot of ways. Frankly, my call on it has always been that Karth has been a more interesting character, but Caden's a much more tolerable person.
That you can say that about a lot.
And chattering on duty. Yeah.
That's enough. You're soldiers. Act like it.
Fuck you, assholes.
Sorry, Commander.
Go to hell.
That is a book.
By the way, I'm not
Wrap
going to
their
be giving any
knuckles
sort of
up.
input in terms of what you guys should pick in terms of dialogue for the most part, because I am 5 seconds behind you. So if you're waiting for me to make some sort of,
Oh, no.
For big decisions, we'll talk to you.
Yeah. Big decisions are big decisions, but some of this stuff is just,
Chatter, chatter, chatter.
it's shatter. It's character development for your character.
yeah.
Also determining whether or not you're enough of an asshole to get a discount at the store.
Yes, that too. Eh,
I always like the last one. You made him mad.
okay, fair
Because
enough.
it's snarky.
Great. You pissed the captain off, and now I'm going to pay.
I think you made it angry.
Don't blame me.
Did you just refer to Nihilus as an it?
Only when he's talking.
No. Not racist. You're going to talk to Ashley now.
I do love how you
She's
can play
not on board yet.
the total racist douchebag for like 2 games in a row.
Well, speaking of racists,
Woohoo, Presley! I love how everyone's a racist on your ship.
Looks like we had a smooth run.
Yeah.
not entirely.
Down to see the captain.
Sounds like you don't trust her.
Now,
do you?
something
how about-
if you're playing Mass Effect is to continue on with talking more, you always want to head towards the left side of the dialogue wheel.
Because
And top is generally Paragon, bottom is generally
Renegade.
Renegade, yeah.
To be fair, as gamey as that is, it's, for the most part, I don't have a huge problem with it. It does kind of make all of your choices even more black and white than they already are.
Yeah.
But it is, like, from a mechanical standpoint, it's fine. Yeah, it works well for what it does.
Okay. So, that corporal over there, Corporal Jenkins,
Richard L.
L.
Jenkins.
Guess how long he's gonna survive?
Is he,
and
like-
guess the manner in which he will
what was
continue to live a long and productive life.
To be fair, in the roleplay game we did, he lived a very long and productive life.
Yes, but that was very silly.
Well, until the role-playing game just imploded.
I still want to go back to it. I want to see where Leah and Jenkins go as characters.
Calm down, Corporal.
Yeah.
They made
To
me
be fair,
giggle.
Anyone who is watching this and does not play pen paper role playing games,
You suck.
play pen paper role playing games.
Yes.
That is all.
We basically,
Like every other assignment you've
we
had,
did,
Hiatus.
let's do Mass Effect, except replace all the characters
Yeah. All the main squad were replaced by PCs.
by PCs,
Yeah.
and
This mission is
Duhad
not
here had a
personal
kind of a
You have a
friendship
job.
thing
Don't
going
do
on with
anything stupid to mess
Jenkins.
it up.
Yeah.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not
Anyway,
gonna shoot
where
you.
are we?
What can
So
tell me
you begin
about
this game actually just sort of wandering around the spaceship, and to be fair, I actually originally I hadn't actually seen any of the build up for this game before it came out. So the most I kind of knew about it when I originally went into it was essentially it's kind of like Star Trek, the game, but in an original galaxy. So it's sort of figuring that this would be most of the game. Like you'd spend a lot of time just like on the ship talking to everyone, and then going down on planets to do missions. To be fair, it's a little bit like that, but yeah, this is mostly just sort of the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My first impression of Mass Effect was watching Frog play 2, making fun of him for it because he would just constantly play it. And then I was like, who's that kitty face guy?
Yeah.
The kitty face guy, for the record, is Garrus. You will
Garrus.
meet him later.
Kitties!
Like that guy's
we
interesting.
have any of our own people.
Can you, and then I was watching him do the Tali romance and I was like, can you romance him? And he's like, no, but you can't as female chef. Wait, you can play a female?
A number of years later, and she is quite possibly a larger Mass Effect fan than me.
You're a war hero, right?
Yep.
Held off an entire
She's only read more of the material than you.
That's the kind of
She is two
That's
novels
sensitive.
ahead of me, though one of them I wouldn't exactly call
God,
exactly too much of a
Ahead.
loss.
Oh my god, deception. I throw out half of what you were.
Oh boy, that was just terrible.
At that point, Citadel.
And I'm not talking about the lore issues, I'm talking about just the book itself was pretty terrible. To be fair, it had hilarious, just stupid stuff. But I'll talk about that more when we get into Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, because it's more applicable
Yeah.
there.
More applicable. Right now, the only things that are applicable are, basically Revelation
What's it like?
I guess.
and sorta Evolution.
That's more relevant to 2.
Slightly relevant to 2, though it took place during the first Contact War. But it's more relevant to 2, and we'll discuss probably why that one was stupid.
But when I got older,
Duh.
it was a little
Yeah.
Anyway,
At any rate,
Jenkins right
Uh,
here is kind of boring, as you can tell.
yeah. This is
Yeah.
a game of excitement, madness, and high space shenanigans, fighting
as we-
dangerous enemies, evil
Going
robots.
on a milk
giant-
run.
down run, I guess.
And yeah, if
Going
you
on a
believe
milk.
that one, I got some property in the Florida Everglades to sell you.
You got a specter
Oh, that'd be
I'm so
awesome.
wound up.
And the point is, there are actually some pretty great and incredible space badass things you get to do later on. But for right now,
Talking.
we're sitting in the ship.
Okay.
in the
But
drums.
actually, once we head through this door, the plot's gonna start. So we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time when the plot happens.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.